Hello kids! Today I'm going to tell you another new story. And today's story is titled The Magical Vessel. Long time ago in a village lived a poor laborer. The laborer worked on the fields of a landlord. The laborer could only manage to earn a petty amount. In this poverty, he was somehow surviving. One day, he was plucking the field with a spade to sow seeds. Suddenly, he heard a clink.
What kind of sound is this?
When he looked carefully, he saw a piece of brass buried in the field.
It appears to be something very precious.
Then he swiftly started digging around that piece of brass using his spade. Despite digging around that piece of brass for a long time, he couldn't find the end of it. The more he dug, the bigger the piece was getting. In the end, when he had dug a huge area in the field, he found the end of it. It wasn't anything precious, but a giant vessel in which an individual could cook food for 100 men at a given time. When the laborer saw this, he got very disappointed.
I did all the back-breaking for this huge vessel. I live alone. For whom will I cook so much of food?
After saying this, he dumped his spade in that vessel and went on to sit under the shade of a tree.
Oh God! I was expecting to have gotten my hands on something precious. What I found was this useless vessel, which exhausted me so much. I have to rest for a while.
And he slept under the tree. After a while, when he woke up, he went up to the vessel to take his spade. However, when he looked in, he was flabbergasted to see not just one, but many spades inside the vessel. He looked around, but there was no one.
There is no one here. Then where did all these spades come from? I had put just one spade in it.
Suddenly, he thought of a trick. He took out all the spades, counting them one by one.
This is 99 and 100.
Then he picked one more spade and dropped it in the vessel again. As soon as he dropped the spade, it magically turned into 100 spades. Seeing this, the laborer understood. It's a magical vessel which multiplies everything to 100 times.
Oh, wonderful! It's a magical vessel. It will make me very rich.
With this thought, he brought that vessel to his home. From that day on, he started putting one spade in the vessel and would sell the multiplied spades in the market. After a few days, he even stopped working on the landlord's fields. One day, the landlord came to know about the vessel. He went to the laborer's house.
Hey you petty labor, give me back my magical vessel.
But I was the one who found it.
You found this vessel in my field while you were plowing it. So, this belongs to me.
The landlord pushed the laborer and took the vessel. Now through that magical vessel, he started multiplying all of his precious possessions into 100 times. He even started multiplying all his jewels 100 times.
Soon I will be world's richest man who will rule the world.
But the way the landlord learned about the laborer, the king of that state also came to know about the landlord, and he reached landlord's house with a few soldiers.
Landlord, this vessel was dug out from the land of my state. Since I have the right over everything that belongs to the state, this vessel is mine.
Saying this, he pushed the landlord and took the vessel to his palace. The king was greedier than the laborer and the landlord. First, he got all the jewels of his palace multiplied into 100. Then he further multiplied those jewels into 100. Soon he had a huge pile of jewels. One day, the king was standing next to the magical vessels, observing it. He thought,
By the looks, it appears to be an ordinary brass vessel. What is it that makes it so magical? I must unravel this problem. Who knows? I might even discover something that would make me even richer. I must inspect it.
with this thought, he hopped inside the vessel. He started knocking and scratching the walls in order to check the vessel, but found nothing special.
Strange. It appears to be a very ordinary vessel.
Suddenly, one by one, his look-alikes started to appear. He was shocked to see it happening. Then he recalled,
Oh my! What did I do? How could I forget? This vessel multiplies everything by 100. Now it multiplied me as well.
when the space in the vessel fell short, the other kings gathered outside the vessel. The real king also stepped out and said,
I am the king of this state. So,
all of his look-alikes ignored what he was saying and marched towards the throne. The real king got worried. He ran for his throne and sat on it. He said,
you all are just lookalikes of mine, produced by this vessel's magic. I am the real king. Hence, this throne is mine. The throne belongs to the king, and I am the king. No, this throne belongs to me.
one by one, all 100 kings started claiming their right over the throne. After a while, all of them got angry and pulled out their swords.
No one can come between me and my throne.
All the kings started fighting and they began to kill each other for the throne. In the end, after a fierce battle, all the look-alikes, including the real king, got killed for the greed of the throne. The vessel also got broken into pieces and was of no further use. So kids, from this story, we learn a lesson that greed is the root of all evil. Because of greed only, the king hopped into the magical vessel and afterwards, all the 100 look-alikes killed each other. Hence, we should never be greedy.
If you enjoyed this video, do like, share and comment, and to be the first person to watch our videos, make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for timely notifications.